Shut up and sit down.
Greetings, fellow travelers! Oblyx here, and today we're learning about life according to immersive engineering. How y'all doing today? So last time we built that refinery right there behind me, and we are using that bad boy to produce biodiesel. It's turning our plant oil, and when we get some ethanol, which it's getting from all this sugar cane. You see it just ant marching all the way up into there. This guy, he needs a little help with some power. We're getting there. We're getting there. But he's turning all that goodness into biodiesel. And we've got quite a bit in here. 463 buckets. So I think last time I might have mentioned something about we're going to build us a big old diesel generator right here and make with all the go-go juice. Lies, I tell you, lies, all lies. We ain't building no generator today, folks. Today, we're going to do a little something else. Now, truth be told, I've already done it. Yeah. I got hosed by Microsoft yet again. I made the stupid mistake I'll never learn. Don't trust Microsoft. They're a bunch of thieves and liars. I don't know why I trust them. I should not trust them, but I do, and I'm stupid. There you go. That's been said. Everything we're going to do today is right there in that chest. We're going to do it all over again. Hopefully, this time I actually have some audio as part of this here recording. Now, today, we are going to take that beautiful biodiesel that's out there, and we're going to put it to work in more than just power. We're going to put it to work to make with the diggity. So, one thing we need to get going fairly quickly, because we are going to need some down the road, is we need some electrum. Now, I've already got some right here. We're going to pretend like that ain't there, and I'm going to go ahead and make some more just so you guys can see how it's done. Because, yeah, kind of already done this. If I sound a little bitter, you're right. So we're going to put some silver and some gold, into our alloy kiln with some coal, and it is going to produce electrum for us. We're going to let that sit there and cook. We get the nice little animation of the cookity. I have, as you saw already, put in there a bunch of steel and a bunch of iron. Oh, let me show you this little guy. When I went through this last time, I got all the achievements that are associated with building this drill, and there are quite a few, and the last one you get is something called Big Daddy, I believe, and you get a shader grab bag. When you open that shader grab bag, you get a shader, and we got an epic level shader called Kindled. Now, shaders you can apply to items in the world, and they'll tell you which ones. If you shift over, it says I can add it to the chemical thrower, railgun, minecart, balloon, mining drill, revolver, or plated shield. Well, we just so happen to have a plated shield right there. So we got our flash bulb on there, but we can pop this shader on there and look what happens to our shield. We get flames on the front of our shield. How cool is that? So let's take a look. Oh yeah, look at that. Now if I come over, bring it over here and bring it up, we get the flames. Oh, that is not something you want to see coming towards you. If you're a baddie, you better run. It does absolutely nothing but look cool. But hey, looking cool is important. So, we'll leave that on there. And get back in our regular view. We done yet? We sure are. Pop those out. We're going to need exactly one of those. So, we may have overdone it just a little bit. We are going to need some copper. And we're going to need that blueprint because we are absolutely going to need some of these. Now, do I want 16? Yes, I do, because I don't want to make any more. And we're going to grab some of these. So we're getting some steel mechanical components and some iron mechanical components just because we're going to need them as we go along. I might even need more beyond that. We'll see. So we'll put our iron plates in there. Now, to make this here drill, we're going to need a steel component. We just did that. We're going to need a heavy engineering block, which is 2 more steel components. Some just regular old steel and 2 pistons. So I'm going to grab just a chunk of steel because we're going to be going back and forth getting steel, and we're going to be going back and forth getting iron, and we're going to be going back and forth getting some buckets. So I'm just going to grab all that stuff right now. I may have done this a time or 2 already, and I may not be bitter at all about it. Stupid Microsoft. Okay, maybe I am just a little bit bitter. Anyway, let's get us some cobblestone and some planks because we need to build something. What is it we need to build? Oh yeah, 2 of these guys, and we can just pull all the rest of that garbage out and put it away because I don't think we need it anymore. It's the best of my recollection. So now let's see if we got all the bits and pieces to make these heavy engineering blocks. We do. Fantastic. You can see I've already had to make a few extra ones because maybe I've done this before. Anyway, I'm going to stop being bitter. We need to make these wooden grips. Now these are treated sticks around a piece of copper. So let's grab a piece of copper. Grab a couple. Grab a few treated sticks and a few more treated planks so we can make some more treated sticks. That'll give us our 10 that we need. So we need 2 pieces of copper and wrap with treated sticks to make the wooden grips. Nice. Now we should have everything we need to make the drill. Now, you can't use this guy by itself. You notice it says no drill head equipped. We need a drill head. There's 2 different ones. You can use an iron drill head or steel drill head. If you look at the iron drill head, it says mining area 2 by 2 by 1. Mining level redstone, mining speed 9, attack damage 6, durability 6000. Aren't you glad you can read? Now, if we look over here at the steel one, we see it's bigger. It has a bigger mining area. It's a 3 by 3 by 1 instead of a 2 by 2 by 1. And it mines at the obsidian level instead of the redstone level. It mines faster at 10. It has more attack damage at 7 and has more durability at 10,000. We, of course, are building the steel one. Now that is 5 steel ingots and 2 steel blocks. If you were to do the iron one, it's just 2 iron blocks, 5 iron ingots. So let's get with the getting. We are going to need some more steel. There we go. So let us get 2 steel blocks going. Bit ticked off because I've already used up all these resources to build these things. Got a steel head right there. But that's okay. We're just going to do it again. We're going to make it work. So now if we put our mining drill in there with our steel drill head, you see it goes in this top slot. Now these 3 slots are reserved for upgrades, and this slot is reserved for shaders. Just like we put on our shield, heavy shield plate just a second ago with the flames on it. It doesn't look so good on this, I gotta tell you. It's just, we could live without it. So, this is a completed drill. We can go drill with this guy. What do you mean no drill head equipped? Why does that say no drill head equipped? It's got a drill head. We just put the stupid drill head on it. Goofy thing. But what we do need is some go-go juice, because if you look down there in the bottom right, we ain't got none. It's on empty. So if we come over here and right click our biodiesel silo, we see it is now full and has a whopping 2 whole buckets of diesel fuel. Now let's get on down into the mines, pop down here and do some diggity. So if I come over here and go bam, we see it's a little bit slow. but it does mine in a 3x3 area. And I hear a Skelly Bob. Come on, skeleton, I'll put a sword in your face. Where you at, big chicken? So we can see it does cruise right along. Now, tell you what, let's go over here where I haven't done much mining. Actually, I dug all this out in the previous episode where I was actually showing off the drill. But I want to get to a spot where we have some actual ore so we can see how it deals with ore. Of course, finding a spot I haven't already mined to death might be a challenge. Do our villager voice. We're going to torchify that. Let's just go right here. Now, there is a difference between dirt and stone, and the mining level of the material you're mining does matter. So if I come over here and hit the dirt, it's not going to mine. If I do this 3x3 area, where you at, Zomboid? You must be up top. So if I mine this area here, it's not going to get the stone. It's only going to get the dirt. See that? Because the stone is denser than the dirt. So it looks at whatever area you're clicked on and it'll only mine that area. So if I do this, it'll get all the dirt. Now if I come over here and hit this andesite, andesite's tougher than dirt, so it will get the andesite, the stone, the limestone, and the dirt. It's going to get all of it. See? Just like that. So if you can, you want to, like if I've got to mine this 3x3 area, you really don't want to hit that dirt because it's not going to get the job done. It's going to leave this stone for you to mine. So if you come over here, now you're going to get the dirt too. And you can come back and get the dirt right there, just like so. Now I do see some iron right there. Let's go ahead and pop this out. See, I just made the mistake of mining the wrong thing. And if we come over here and hit the iron, we will see that it does in fact mine the iron. But look how slow it is. Watch a whole bunch of zombies fall on my head. So slow. Boom! There we go. But it did get the iron ore. But boy, howdy was it slow. That's because iron ore is denser than these other stones. So, let's go look at some upgrades for this bad boy. So we're going to pop up here. Now, I'm a stickler for closing doors, but I'm going to leave that one open for right now because we're going to be running up and down there a whole bunch. Let's go ahead and process that iron ore. And let's go ahead and process all this dirt, andesite, limestone, cobblestone. There we go, fully processed. Now, let's look at some upgrades. So there are several. One is this pressurized air tank. Now this guy lets you mine underwater. This drill cannot mine underwater without it. And if I come down here and let's see if I find us a safe place to do this where it's not going to wash out every torch I ever put down. Well, let's just do this. Now there we go. So if I come over here and put this right there, then I jump down in this water and I try to mine this. See how it did not mine the whole area the way it should have? It's because we were standing in water. The drill wasn't in water, but we were standing in water. Now if I come down even lower and try to mine again, it's just like, no. If my head's underwater and the drill's underwater, it's just like, nope, not gonna happen. So that is a thing. But this upgrade will let us start mining underwater. So that is actually going to take some lapis, which I have not gotten yet. Let's come get some lapis out of here. I think it's 4. Yep, 2 buckets and an iron component, which we have. So if we do this, we pop our drill into our workbench. Good grief, the word didn't come to me. And we pop this pressurized tank on there, pull this guy out. You can see the pressurized tank renders on the drill now. And if we come back down here, and we jump in the water, we are underwater. Now I can actually mine the full 3x3 that I should be able to mine. So I will mine right here, and it should get this row and the row behind it. Bam. So there you go. You can fully mine as long as you have, fully mine underwater as long as you have that upgrade. Not super useful, but hey, it's a thing. I mean, how often do you mine underwater? You do a little bit, I guess, but it's not like a super normal thing. Unless you have an underwater base, maybe. Now, this guy is the advanced lubrication system, because everyone needs a little lubrication in their life. Makes things smoother, smooths out the rough spots. Now, we pop this guy on here, it increases the durability of the drill, because you notice our drill head is taking durability. We're down to 9742. So let's fix our drill head. You can repair it in an anvil with a piece of steel. It does cost experience to do so. So now we're fully healed. It is at 10,000. We're going to pull this guy off. We're going to go mine one 3x3 area of just plain old stone, and we're going to see how much damage the drill takes. So one 3x3 area. Let's see. Over here is a good spot. All stone, nothing else. That should be 9 cobblestone. And we're going to go take a look at what damage that did to our drill head. If we pop that in there, we see that it took 9 units of durability away. So let's go repair this guy again. Okay, remember that it took 9 units of damage. Okay, we're going to pop that back on, and let's go ahead and make the advanced lubricant. So we need 2 buckets of plant oil, some iron, and an iron mechanical component. So do we have 2 buckets? We have 1 bucket. Did we use all our buckets? We did, so I'm going to have to make another bucket. Boom, 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 boom. And let's go get some plant oil, which we have tons of over here. 1, 2. There we go. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4. We'll close the door in a second. There you go. So, now that we've made our advanced lubricant, we can apply it to our machine. There we go. Pop that out. And let's go look at what kind of damage this guy does now that he's all lubricated. We're going to come in here and bam. Now that was all stone again, just like before. So we're not changing the density of the material. We're keeping it consistent. And we're going to look at the damage. Notice 2. So it went from 9 to 2. And I've seen it as low as 1. So it definitely is a great upgrade. It significantly reduces the damage that your drill is going to take, meaning it'll last longer, which is always a good thing. Everybody likes to last longer. Now these guys are augers. These increase the speed of the drill, but you can only apply 3 of them, and they do stack. Now I've already made these. I'm not going to make them again because they're super easy to make. You just need a steel mechanical component and 3 pieces of steel. They're super easy, but you notice they don't stack. But I'll grab 3 of them. We're going to pop them in here, and we'll leave our lubricant on because I always like to be well lubricated. We're going to pop down here, and we're going to see if this guy's any faster. those 3 augers, he should, in theory, be faster. Now, is he faster? Probably technically. But do you really feel it? Not so much. I mean, that really doesn't feel much faster to me, though it probably is a little bit faster. Oh, nice. We found some bauxite. So let's get that. Bauxite, as you remember, becomes aluminum. Aluminium, if you're British. And remember the trick where you want to hit the hardest ore with your drill so it gets everything around it that's at its level or lower. Now, it does take a while. I think if you got vein miner in the pack, you probably just want a vein mine because that'd be easier. There's a couple bauxite, and we just gonna hit this with a pickaxe because it's up there. Ooh, iron. Hello, iron. Let's go ahead and grab that. Now you see we've used a little more than 1/8 of a tank of fuel in all the work we've done thus far. So fuel will last a pretty good time with this guy. And we're just on the standard fuel tank with two buckets of fuel. Now, if I do that, if I'm standing there while I do this, this is going to fall down another level, and I don't know that I want that, so I think maybe we'll stand up here. It is painfully slow when you're mining these ores, I gotta say. Ugh, such a pain. I would say, if I were going to use this on a daily basis, I do think the drill is absolutely worth building, but it's more for making tunnels. You know, you need a tunnel made, or you need to dig out a big room. It's great. I mean, just punching through stone, it does a pretty good job. Now, are there better tools in modded Minecraft? Oh yeah, you better believe it. But if Immersive Engineering is in your pack and you don't have anything else that will do this for you, then it will get the job done. It ain't the greatest, but it will get the job done. So then I'd keep my handy dandy pickaxe on me for dealing with the ores, because it's going to be much faster at mining the ores, especially if vein miner's in the pack. You know, if vein miner's not in the pack, okay, maybe you can deal without it. But if vein miner's in the pack, pickaxe is the way to go. So let's get those processing. And let's look at the big fuel tank. So we need 2 buckets, an iron component, steel ingots, and some dye. So I got some rose bushes up here. We're gonna need this dye. And we should have all the parts. There we go, big fuel tank. Now, remember this guy holds 2 buckets as he is now. So if we pop him in here, pop the big fuel tank on, he's now going to go to 4 buckets. So if we look at our fuel gauge, we're below half. Remember, we were just slightly below 1/8, now we're below half, because he holds 4 buckets in total. So there you go, 4 buckets of fuel. So we are pretty much fully kitted out on our system. We've run through on our drill. We've run through all the possible upgrades. We checked out the water. We checked out the lubricant. We checked out the augers and the tank. Now, what else I wanted to look at today was this guy, the Engineer's Toolbox. It rocks. So it's this guy right here. He's very easy. See some aluminum plates, some red dye, and a wooden storage crate. Now, aluminum plates are made just like everything else. Pop it into our platerator. Just pop some aluminum ingots right here into our platerator, and you're good to go. Now, I'm not going to build another one because we've already got one. Now, this guy, you can carry it around with you and open it up, and it has an inventory in it. This top section, you can store food, and it kindly tells you food. This section holds tools, this section holds wiring, and this section holds anything else you want to carry. Now you can place it into the world by shift clicking. And right-clicking on it will still let you open the inventory, and then you can walk away. Shift-click again, you pick it up and carry it with you. The stuff inside will stay inside, which is awesome. So we can carry tools. We can carry wiring components. So things you always need in immersive engineering. We can carry wooden posts because we use these all the time. We can carry conveyors because we use these all the time. They're just super handy to have with you. And if we open up, tools will go into the tools section. If we shift click them in, wiring components will go into the wiring components section. This it does not consider a wiring component because you could use it for lighting or other things. So it goes into the anything section. So do conveyors. Food will go up into the food section. And you can carry your manual. You can carry whatever you want in here. You can pop your Silky Touch pick in there if you want to make sure you always have your Silky Touch pick with you. Just whatever you might need. Blueprints, if you want to carry those, whatever, doesn't matter. But it is just a handy little storage crate to have with you. It is, roughly one of these. What has this got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 23 slots. Where this is 27 slots. These are specific slots, meaning specific things have to go in specific places. Where this you could actually pack anything, but in order to use this guy, you have to place him into the world. You can't just open them up in your inventory and grab stuff out of them like you can this guy. If I just want to grab some food out real quick, I can grab food, I can munch a bite. When I'm done, pop it right back in and never had to place him in the world. Where this guy would have had to place it down, get the food out, eat the food, put the extra food back, break it, and then pick it up. So it is a little bit handier than the traditional crate. And definitely worth building and carrying around with you all the time. So maybe just set it down here in your last inventory slot or something. You'll always have your wiring and stuff with you as you're moving around the world. It's fantastic. So the other thing we built in the lost episode is a jerry can. This guy right here. Now these guys are pretty easy as well. So if we look this guy, a hairy can? Well, that's a whole different thing. Jerry can. This is just some iron plates and some buckets. Super easy. And what it lets you do is carry diesel with you, or any fluid. It holds 10 buckets of any fluid you want that you can carry with you. Now, it cannot pick up a fluid in the world. So if I took, this water bucket and placed it, threw it down here, it will not pick up that water. It has to pull the fluid out of an inventory, like that biodiesel silo over there, or the plant oil silo, or sorry, not silo, tanks. So I can walk up there with the jerry can and either put the fluid into it or take the fluid out of it. Now it's pretty full. I don't think I can put any in. Now I've just completely hosed myself. I've just completely polluted the environment 2 episodes in a row. Notice I am now flammable because I was swimming in biodiesel. Hey. Which means I now have to get rid of my water in order to pick up the biodiesel. We're going to get flammable again. Now I can pick up the biodiesel. Hey. I wonder if biodiesel can... Oh, it can go in water. Look at that. And is it still diesel? It is. It ate the water. Interesting. Good to know. So we've had an environmental disaster in the last 2 episodes because, that's just how we roll. Environment be damned. We're going to just do what we want to do and tear it apart. Now, that's not actually real, but hey, what you going to do? It's Minecraft, people. Get over it. We can't even put it back in there because this thing's full. So we're just going to have a bucket of biodiesel to go along with our jerry can of biodiesel. If that were empty, we could put biodiesel into it. and then take biodiesel out of it in 10 bucket increments. So it's kind of handy. When you're mining, carry it with you when you have your drill, and if you happen to run out of fuel, you just pop your mining drill in with your jerry can in your crafting grid. It will pull out a full 4 buckets, assuming you have that upgrade on there. If not, it'll pull out a full 2 buckets. So you could even pop it into your toolbox so that you have fuel with you at all times, just in case. You never ever know. But I think that is all the time I got for today. I sure do appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me as always. And until next time, get out there and make some noise. See ya.